Good evening, I'm Cooper Henkel. A fatal plane crash in the Squamish-Nicolet National Forest occurred weeks ago, leaving a scar in the forest. While the plane and the perished have been removed from the site, a mess is still left behind at the scene that has locals concerned.
I could bring my dogs here, let them run around. They have fun, they get hot, go take a drink of water. Now my dogs can't drink out here, which means none of the wildlife should.
He frequently visits the forest and says that once tranquil escape now overwhelms her with a smell that's familiar to the gas pump.
Somebody needs to get out here and clean this up. I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but it was a tragic thing that happened, but so is this, because this is our wildlife. This is our, it's a swamp, but it's still an area that our wildlife lives.
She goes on to explain how the color of the swamp has become dull and dead compared to the surrounding area. The site does not appear to be contained at this time. Milwaukee Police Department need your help in finding a missing 3-year-old boy named Major P. Harris. Harris is the child of a homicide victim and was last seen in La Crosse on October 9th. Police believe the child may have been brought in a black Chevy Equinox with Wisconsin plate ABE 2804. Jaheim K. Clark is believed to have taken Major and is a suspect in the homicide. The 20-year-old is 5'10" and weighs around 160 pounds. If you have any information on Harris or his whereabouts, contact the Milwaukee Police Department. All right, Andrew, what do you have for our first look at weather today?
Yeah, Cooper, I wanted to show you our high temperatures for today. Most areas getting to those seasonable temperatures into those middle to upper 50s, but we did not quite feel these temperatures today. Okay, there was that breeze today. As we know, it was quite a windy Saturday, so temperatures felt a couple degrees cooler than these for today, feeling like more of the lower 50s across the area. Right now, we're under clear skies and temperatures anywhere between those upper 30s already to near 50 degrees towards central Wisconsin, all under clear skies as we're going throughout the rest of tonight. And now coming up in Rhinelander, here we go, seeing those temperatures on the way, getting down to those middle 30s, right now hanging out into those lower 40s. So it will be mostly in the 30s overnight tonight, near our seasonable average for this time of year, near 34 degrees, but there is a little bit of a warm-up on the way. I'll have those details coming up in your full forecast. Cooper?
Thank you, Andrew. As we continue with Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we take a deeper look at the 68 lives lost here in Wisconsin just last year. Of the victims, a little over 70% were women, but the gender divide is a lot more obvious when we look at perpetrators. Nearly 90% of those are men. Victim profiles run the gambit and show just how widespread domestic abuse's impact really is. New partners, family members, bystanders even. But most of the time, the victim is the current female partner of a male abuser. More than half of those 68 deaths were caused by some kind of firearm. Victims tend to be fairly evenly distributed in age, with 13 of 2020's victims being under 18. Perpetrators, however, are overwhelmingly men aged 18 to 50, skewed with more perpetrators on the younger side. Now, raising awareness on its own won't stop domestic abuse, but it does start the hard conversations necessary to get there. Executive Director for Tri-County Council on Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse, Shelley Holmes, says primary prevention starts with children, teaching them about consent, bodily autonomy, and unlearning abusive gendered behaviors. But that can seem too big for any one person to handle. Holmes says shifting the focus from what victims didn't do back to what the abuser did, it's a good start.
We have to know that the culture of violence is what feeds all of this. And I'm not saying it's just boys. I have certainly run into very aggressive and abusive young ladies when my boys were growing up. And we need to teach this to all of our children.
A lesson volunteer Evelyn says includes helping victims, not blaming them for being abused.
If they still want to stay with them, just kind of try to be supportive and kind of try to get them out of the situation too.
Domestic abuse isn't always hard to explain bruises or public outbursts of violence. It often takes more private forms.
Either emotionally, historically, financially is a huge one. Threatening the children, threatening the pets. And those are all reasons why people don't leave.
Executive Director for Tri-County Council on Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse, Shelley Holmes, says many people overestimate the effectiveness of turning to legal services or law enforcement. Victims tell Holmes that restraining orders provoke abuse more often than prevent it. With limited resources and compelling reasons to stay, Holmes says it's important to not make a hard situation harder when you're trying to help.
You cannot push a victim because they know the abuser best.
Instead, she says to do what you can to keep victims connected, as abusers rely on convincing them they're alone and powerless to maintain control. The 68 pairs of shoes a reminder that each case comes with a story and a person missing.
People walked in these shoes, people lived in these shoes, and now they're on the fence, representing, these people had lives, these people had dreams, intentions, places to go, and that's all gone due to domestic abuse.
After a deadly day for first responders around America, catch up with one local group, making sure the people who rush into danger aren't forgotten. That's after Weather with Andrew, coming up next.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation, along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels. Did you know the average wait time for a new RV is over 6 months? Don't wait. We have nearly 30,000 factory fresh RVs in stock and ready for you today. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. See America for less, with thousands of RVs available for less than $5 a day. Plus, come in today and put $0 down and make no payment for 90 days. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV today.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Do you have thoughts, good or bad, on news happening across the country or our coverage of it? Call into the Newswatch 12 Your 2 Cents line. We may use your thoughts on air.
Welcome on back. Happy Saturday night. Thanks for joining me for your full Saturday night forecast. Right now, looking outside in Rhinelander, we're at 41 degrees under clear skies. Enjoy those clear skies tonight. Those stars should look pretty nice with an almost full moon. There is a west breeze near 7 miles an hour that is making that feel like temperature about 5 degrees cooler. We have been dealing with that throughout the day today with a bit of a breezy northwest wind. That'll be continuing through overnight tonight. But otherwise, we do have clear skies all across our region tonight through the Northwoods into central Wisconsin. So it'll be by the bright shining light of the moon that we're going to be carrying on a pretty mild night all around as the Badgers have that victory over the Army tonight. Congratulations, go Badge. So clear skies tonight. Otherwise, not too much of a worry through tonight other than a little bit of frost that will be mostly into central Wisconsin overnight. Some frost, yes, still possible for the Northwoods, but we'll look at those advisories in just a second. There are none posted for us. So down to about 34, and we're keeping up with that northwest breeze near 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, to get to that frost advisory that we were just talking about, it'll be in effect until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and notice that it is mostly for central Wisconsin overnight. The National Weather Service is not issuing any frost advisories anymore for the Northwoods area, so really we'll just pay attention towards central Wisconsin for the rest of the harvest season for any of those frost advisories. So know that there will be frost expected to the north, but just no advisories posted with that harvest season wrapping on up. And then we get into our Sunday after 8 a.m. We're going to be looking for temperatures near 62 for our highs. Otherwise, look forward to a nice sunny day all around. It's still going to be a bit breezy, just like it was for our Saturday. Maybe just a smidge less so as we have that west wind near 10 to 20 miles an hour. But enjoy those warmer temperatures. That'll be nice after having those 50s for today. And then there are going to be even warmer temperatures on the way as we do have surface high pressure working into the central plains right now. This is going to help develop a ridging pattern for the next couple of days. And what that means is allowing to have warmer air pumping into northern areas, especially into the Great Lakes region. That will give us the potential to hit 70 degrees by Tuesday. And after that, we will have a cold front that we're watching tracking in off the coast. This will cool us down Wednesday and introduce our next round for rain showers. And then we'll be expecting rain again coming up from Wednesday night into our Thursday before going dry once again. So looking at those future temperatures on the way. So this is what I want you to look at. So we're going to be looking at the yellows versus the blues being colder air. Yellow is going to be that warmer air, and as we have that ridging pattern established over the central United States, that's allowing for this ridge shape to take place over the next couple of days. This will be Monday into Tuesday. That's our jet stream, and we're allowing to be seeing those warmer temperatures coming on in, more of those yellows getting into Wisconsin for the start of the work week, keeping that colder air well off to our north and off to the west. But after that, after we get through that Tuesday, Wednesday, we're having that cold front sweep through the area. And as that does, that'll trigger our next round for showers. So that's when we're seeing that colder air start to work into our area. And now for a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress is going to show us a few things here. So first, we're going to be seeing those warmer temperatures Monday and Tuesday with that ridging pattern. So looking for highs near 70 by Tuesday and nothing but sunshine for the next couple of days. But then as we turn our attention towards Wednesday, that's when that cold front slides on through into Thursday. So that'll be our next couple chances for rain. And look at what it does to our temperatures. A high of 69 on Tuesday, lower 60s Wednesday, and then we're down to even the lower 50s by Thursday and keeping that up into the weekend. Cooper?
Thanks, Andrew. President Biden left the White House today to attend the 40th annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service at the United States Capitol. The event, sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Police and Auxiliary, honors law enforcement officers who lost their lives in the line of duty in 2019 and 2020. President Biden delivered remarks to a quiet and attentive crowd, saying police departments need more help to be able to perform their jobs effectively.
Support our law enforcement officers requires that we invest in systems that provide adequate health care, counseling, drug treatment prevention, housing, education, and other social services in the community so there is not the discord.
He even recognized those who fought to protect the Capitol during the January 6th attacks. The University of Delaware ranked policing as the 22nd most dangerous job in the U.S. Loggers topped the list, with garbage men, delivery drivers, and farmers all in the top 10. One charitable organization in the Northwoods strives to take care of first responders who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Today, the First Responders Retreat and organization held a cookout in Arbor Vitae to raise money for the retreats they provide to help those first responders.
We'd like to have retreats for first responders to come and kind of decompress and release those thoughts that are stuck in their head, but still have some engagement with other people that are going through that.
Bartholomew founded the organization after seeing the effects of PTSD on her husband.
I watched what he went through, but also how it affected the family, because it goes beyond just that person. And I think we need to do better for the people that are there for us 24 hours a day. We need to remember that they're there every day from the time you are born till the time you die.
She went on to say that the organization's cause is non-political and something everyone can get behind, making sure that first responders have a way to express themselves. We've got sports up after the break. Stay with us.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good, and products that last.
The R&R Mattress Truckload Sale is here. Save hundreds at our biggest sale of the year. Get the best sleep of your life during the best time to purchase a mattress right now. Get a 15-year non-prorated hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night right here at R&R. And we have adjustable beds.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Week 6 in the NFL will kick off tomorrow. The Green Bay Packers will be on the road in Chicago to face the Bears, and so is our sports team. We'll check in with them now.
We have made it to the Windy City, Chicago. We're on the Riverwalk right by the Willis Tower. I'm Griffin Stroyan, and that is Nate Myhock.
Yeah, we decided to make the trip to Chicago as the Green Bay Packers will take on the Chicago Bears tomorrow afternoon at Soldier Field. First meeting between these two NFC North foes.
Yeah, and a lot's on the line for both of these teams. Both are currently 1-0 in the NFC North, but the Packers do have a one-game lead since they've only lost one. The Bears have lost twice.
Of course, the Packers have been red hot lately, winning 4 straight games, hoping to continue that recent success against Chicago. Last year's 2 matchups against the Bears went well for the Packers. Green Bay won both games, and they outscored Chicago 76-41.
Both these teams are coming into this matchup a little banged up. The Packers will be missing 2 corners in Jair Alexander and Kevin King, plus much more.
Meanwhile, the Bears are out 3 running backs, but Green Bay is still expecting Chicago to try and run the ball given their circumstances.
I would expect that no matter who's in there, they're going to try to run the ball. Most teams will, especially when you have a young quarterback. But then again, you know, it's a division game, so you got to always be ready for whether it's unscouted looks or maybe a team to try to throw a little wrinkle here and there at you.
And now moving to the other side of the ball, this Green Bay offense was able to put up a lot of points against Chicago last year. But this Bears defense is good, especially their defensive line.
Khalil Mack, Eddie Goldman, and Akeem Hicks will be making the offensive line's job tough all day long, so running the football could be tough for Green Bay.
Which is why Packers running back Aaron Jones is hoping to have a big day catching the football instead of running.
It feels good to get involved in the passing game and be a weapon. Try to create mismatches and help the receivers out. You know, maybe if I could get a DB on me and they put a linebacker on one of them, different things like that.
Griffin, you heard Jones just mention it right now. 3 receiving touchdowns on the season. That's already tied a career high for him. I'm willing to bet he's hoping to break that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely hoping for that. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction tomorrow night on Newswatch 12, so make sure to stick with us. But, hey, the NFL season is entering week 6. Still a long way to go till the postseason. But, hey, those high school sports back in Wisconsin, they're gearing up for the postseason.
Yeah, the regular season has flown by. We have so much playoff action coming up in the next couple of weeks, so we might as well recap it for you. We'll start on the gridiron. Over 20 teams from our local area qualified for the playoffs this season, and the first round is kicking off next Friday.
Some of the teams that will be home for the first round include Wausau West, Mosinee, Colby, Hurley, and Leona Wabeno. The Rebels will actually get to host the Three Lakes Blue Jays in their first game. Leona Wabeno won that regular season matchup earlier in the season.
Another possible rematch we could have is Rhinelander against Mosinee. The 2 teams could square off in round 2 of the playoffs. The Hodags first will have to beat Baraboo, while Mosinee will have to worry about Hayward, and things could then get very interesting.
But hey, football isn't the only high school sport starting their postseason. We're going to have action as early as Tuesday this upcoming week.
Yeah, we got boys soccer and volleyball all beginning this week. It's going to be crazy. A team to look out for in boys soccer will be Lakeland Union. The Thunderbirds enter the field as a #1 seed, and they will face the winner of either Anago or Ashland in their first match.
And then in girls volleyball, we've been talking about them all year. That Mosinee team that has won 52 straight GNC matches. They enter this postseason as a #1 seed. They'll have to beat another GNC team in the second round, so the streak may continue to grow. Oh my goodness, Nate, so much is happening in the next couple of weeks. I am just so pumped to see what's going to happen.
Hey, I am too, but we got to pump the brakes a little bit. We got some football tomorrow, of course. We still got to explore the city a little bit tonight, but in the meantime, that's Griffin Stroin. I'm Nate Myhock. We'll have more news for you right after the break.
The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. First, take your rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop using the information and rating system on each bed. It's mattress shopping reinvented. Plus, mattress specials for every budget. And save big on our reclining sofas and chairs. On sale now, only at Slumberland Furniture.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Edge. With all new Sync 4A with a 12-inch touchscreen and available enhanced active park assist, it's built to make life easier. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Edge. Drive one today. Now, choose FlexBuy on Ford Edge and get 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $500 cash only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery. Just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Hanson's Garden Village has widely been recognized as a great place to get all types of produce. However, Hanson's also hosts an event every year called the Fall Fest, where families and friends come together to enjoy the last bit of the hot season before we finally get some snow. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski has more on what all went down today.
Beth Hanson manages Hanson's Garden Village just south of Rhinelander. She says the event is great for the Northwoods.
Fall Fest is our big end of the season event. We created Fall Fest because a lot of people were traveling a little bit out of town to attend some of these types of events, so we wanted to do something for the community.
Hanson says that having a fall event just made perfect sense for the business.
Since we do sell pumpkins and mums and all that stuff, it just kind of seemed like a right fit to have an event here as well.
The annual event features a petting zoo, tractor rides, and more, made possible by volunteers.
We bring in a lot of high school groups and other youth groups that help us run more little games and activities for kids.
Hanson says that the end of season event is all for good causes.
We take the entrance proceeds and it goes to those groups that help volunteer for us. Our staff is pretty small, so with this many people coming out here, we need all the help we can get.
In Rhinelander, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all. I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college, flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Dear exit strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Coyote 93.7 is the Northwoods continuous hit country station. Coyote 93.7 is country music's biggest stars and icons from the 80s through today.
Every once in a while.
Weekday mornings get going with Jim Franklin 6 to 10 a.m. and play high-low to win cash.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Continuous hit country. Coyote 93.7.
Come and get your adrenaline pumping at SK Speedway. SK Speedway is your home for fast action racing. SK Speedway, formerly Monster Hall, is Central Wisconsin's premier dirt racetrack. Modified cars, motorcycles, and ATVs. Join us for the Eve of Destruction, October 23rd. Check us out on Facebook or visit skspeedway.com for official race times and details.
All right, Andrew. Now, I'm pretty open-minded, but I got to ask you, what do you think about UFOs?
Well, what about them, Cooper?
Well, like, have you ever seen one? Do you think there are aliens out there? What do you got?
Well, UFOs being unidentified flying objects.
Sure.
Yes, I have seen those. You know, maybe they were satellites, maybe they were meteors. So, yes, but I don't know if they were necessarily alien life or anything, but I can say so.
Fair scientific answer to give. Scientists are saying there is better chance of extraterrestrial life out there now that they found some water in the atmosphere of Jupiter's icy moon, Europa. NASA says the Hubble Space Telescope observed the consistent presence of water vapor over a large chunk of the moon. Now, they say that's pretty strange because the water vapor is consistent in only one part of the hemisphere, like one portion of the planet. They're not exactly sure why that's the case. Researchers used the ultraviolet imaging to find the discovery. They say the smooth surface actually covers an icy crust. Inside, there's actually more water than we have here on Earth entirely. They say that could possibly harbor life. So if you're hopeful for UFOs, they may be coming from closer than you would expect.
Well, I'm really curious to see how that continues to unfold. More water than what's on Earth. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it must be a big moon.
Yeah, well, you know, turning to outside for tonight for any sort of stargazing, any looking for planets out there, whatever you want to do. Know you'll be under clear skies tonight and cooler temperatures, but on Sunday we're back in the 60s, seeing more sunshine than clouds. In fact, mostly sunny skies. And that'll be the case again on Monday, Cooper, but then look at middle parts of the week. We're cooling off again after reaching almost 70 by Tuesday.
All right, it is truly fall, and it is truly the end of everything here. We'll be back tomorrow night with more news from around the Northwoods. Have a great one.